Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner, and I know it's been a minute, okay? I have not reviewed Housewives since episode 10. I just could not, I just didn't feel like reviewing that dang on Portugal trip, okay? I was bored because Sheree be making up stuff, okay? But I'm back like I never left, okay? And this is the Housewives of Atlanta, season 15, episode 14, Wreck It Ralph. And Ralph is for sure wrecking it, okay? Girl, is he gonna be back next season? I don't think so. He should not be, okay? But anyway, thank you for watching this premiere. If you are a member, you should already know I am recording this at 3:12 a.m. Okay, so anytime after 4 a.m., a member can see this. This will not premiere to everybody else until around 1 p.m. or whatever. But if you are a member, when you get up in the morning, you should come and check because the videos are available for you. Okay, I'm just saying, do what you gotta do to be a member and get these early viewing perks with no ads on it. Okay, anyway, look. Thank y'all for tuning in and stuff. Now look, y'all know I'm gonna do a couple things for me. Okay, make sure to like the video, comment in the comment section, share the video, subscribe to my channel, and become a whole JayBird, and y'all know to also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and Tick of the Top. Okay. Now look, what y'all may not know is guess what I'm back reviewing? Love during lockup. Yeah, the Love and Lockup series. Look, I did not know we had a whole new season. The first two episodes are already up. I'll have episode 3 and 4 up on Tuesday and Wednesday. But we gonna get back into the Love Marriage, the Love and Lockup franchise round here. Okay, so those videos are already up on my channel. Go watch them. Okay, go watch them. Y'all know how we do. A good old time is had, a good little key and whatnot. But we here for the Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, Drew out here having a whole feeling, girl, the marriage is feeling right before our eyes. It's falling apart. Okay, while Sheree around there faking it with Martell. Does Sheree know we don't believe her, Martell? Like, girl, do you not? What? And then it's dinner, honey, with all the ladies coming together. Look, let's just go ahead and get into what we can get into, okay? But I want to remind y'all, like the video, share the video, okay? Now, first of all, Sanya announced her pregnancy, okay? We already know she told RHOA she was pregnant. She then told her mama, her daddy, her sister she pregnant, whatever. A little weird pregnant shirts or whatever. But we know this pregnancy is not the current pregnancy that she's because she's currently pregnant right now. She ended up having she lost the baby. I think she said 2 months after this. So all we've seen in this episode of her announcing all that stuff is a different baby. Okay, but again, she's currently pregnant. We wishing her a happy, healthy, medically perfect pregnancy and baby and all that stuff. Okay. Now she does say in this scene how it's crazy that she's pregnant with baby number 2 at the same time that her family is gonna move out. Now she said the same time they want to move out. Ma'am, you told them your husband wanted them to move out. She also brings up how she's okay with having to find someone to watch the kids, hire someone besides her sister to do all of that because she can't do it by herself because she is trained. Anyway, the mom and the sister and the daddy, we're all happy. It was funny because the mama didn't see the shirts and she's like, "Why y'all? What are y'all yelling for? Why is y'all yelling? What did I?" She missed the whole word. Girl was so funny. Anyway, the mom and the sister, told saying, "Well, you know what? We found somewhere to live now. We found some apartments that we like. We're gonna live in the same area. Like it's the same complex or wherever they moving to is gonna be in the same area. Okay, if it's an apartment building, if it's the whole gated, whatever it is, they're gonna be together. Okay, they're gonna be close together and whatnot. Okay, but I mean, I guess it's all okay. This episode really played out like it was supposed to be the season finale. But y'all know Drew and Ralph, so things, you know what I'm saying? Because all this stuff is like wrapping up stories and also, bringing forth what would happen for another season. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got from it, okay? But congrats to Sanya and Ralph on baby with a new baby, that her rainbow baby they pregnant with right now. Okay, well, I guess I could possibly show y'all. Let's see, did she tag? I don't feel like I'm going to let's see Sanya Richards, okay? Because she had some little, I'm gonna be a mama post, girl. Just some breakthrough pictures. Let me show y'all real fast because ain't much else going on. Oh, y'all know it's late. So y'all won't see me on camera. No, I won't be on camera. Not today. Anyway, okay. Let's see some photos. Let's see some photos. Let's see. She first announced. Wow, now, okay. We see her at the reunion. Bam, bam. Okay, but she's been posting some photos of her little baby bump. Okay, itty bitty. I mean, I think she doing December, but she's so small, but she poking that little Betty out. Okay, poking. But she's a small woman anyway, so I don't, what I'm saying? She may not get bigger. This is July, but this is August. This is August. So once, October, November comes around, maybe she'll see, well, not she'll see, but her belly will be protruded a little bit more. Okay. Or she may just carry small. You know what I'm saying? What is it? But I'm like, I'm obsessed sometimes with pregnant bellies because I feel like the woman's body can do some magnificent things. So seeing life grow, it's just amazing to me. So her husband is one of the second baby. She happy about being pregnant or whatever. A great thing can be had by all. Oh, she is bigger now. Okay, cool. Anyway, she right here. She's birthing humans. Girl, first of all, Aaron Ross is fucking fine. You hear me? Okay. Her husband, look. Look. I'm just saying, with a husband that fine, I'd be knocked up more often. Okay, we will always be doing this around here. Anyway, congrats to Sanya. Okay, to her and the husband. Okay, now what's up next? Drew and Ralph. Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus. I don't know what made this is only Drew and Ralph's third season on this show. And I feel like we saw the train wreck coming during their first season, but for some reason, they did not. And now we're like just seeing all this stuff, just all this just marriage ending tension. Okay. Now they supposed to be on like a little date. Date night for couples or whatever. They went bowling. And when Ralph said, if I get a strike, you gotta call me daddy. Or if I beat your score, you have to call me dad. I'm like, that's weird. What do you need her to call you daddy, girl? Anyway. Drew, like I've been so busy. Oh my God, life and being a mom, working on music. I just signed a deal to be in Todd and Candy's movie or whatever. My sister's been in town and dealing with her mental health stuff or whatever. It's been a whole lot on me. I've been so, just busy. Okay. Now, Ralph, like, well, have you been okay? Do you okay? Get your body. I feel like I gotta keep my mental health in check. Now, at one point, Drew brought up how her sister, had a lot of issues when she went through divorce. So she wants to keep herself mentally healthy. Okay. And I realize sometimes I'm fine, but sometimes I need a hug. I may need to talk it out or whatever. Being saying I'm trying to keep myself on a good foot around here. Okay. Now she brings up to Ralph how, because you quit marriage counseling. I stayed in it, but you left the marriage counseling or whatever. But I stayed around in because I want to build up my independence in our relationship, whatever. And then as she's talking about, how she is trying to be sure they okay and blah blah blah. Ralph just starts talking and saying words that don't mean nothing. When this fool said, sometimes you have to focus on the work to start applying it. I said, what does that mean? You have to focus on the work to start applying it. What does that mean, Ralph? Again, Ralph says words that doesn't really have a clear, direct meaning. Like if I say I'm on my way to the gas station to put gas in my car, it means I need gas in my car. But Ralph's saying you have to focus on the work to start applying it. What's the work? And how do you apply? Girl, Ralph is full of bump. Okay? He's full of bump. Whatever that may be. Okay? Now he then brings about, and I'm working on myself, saying? And in counseling, is topic after topic being discussed. And that's gonna get us divorced. Okay, I have that blow ups that I did last year, and he said you have to measure. He said you have to measure it on the frequency of reducing the occurrences of it happening. I said, Ralph, Ralph really be just saying words. Now he this, that's very that's very he say like it's a philosophy. Some he said, and Drew said, I went to college. I can understand. No, you can't, because I did. I was confused. Okay. Again, I had less blow ups than last year. You know what I'm saying? You have to measure it on the frequency of reducing the curve. I'm like, sir, why are you putting all these words together to make it sound like you're being very, very smart? Just say I've been blowing up less than 4. So it's helping. You know what I'm saying? I'm not blowing up as it was just too many words. Ralph talks a lot to sound smart. Ralph's dumb though. He is. He is. Okay. Now, Drew, like, look, I can't change you. I can't change you. I can't force you to do shit. I'm not gonna mother you. Okay. All I can do is worry about my growth, and I don't care if you get mad about it or not. I'm focusing on me being better. Okay. Now I do need you though, Ralph, to show up or whatever, to show up and show out. Because I'm not single. I'm a married person, so you need to do your part and meet me halfway in this thing to call marriage and trying to fix it. Again, Drew and Ralph, you can see the marriage crumbling because they're not even speaking the same language. Even though she said, I don't need you, but I need you. And he's saying, I get you need me, but I need me, and I need you to need you because we don't need each other, but we together. It was like y'all, they just speaking great Spanish and French and Swahili all together. And all they speak is English. Okay, so they not comprehending what the other one is saying or whatever. Okay, but her like, I need you to just meet me halfway and trying to fix this marriage. I'm gonna be on set for 10 days, working on this movie with Tottenham or whatever. So I'm not gonna be around that much for 10 days. I'm gonna need your help. First of all, Drew, the movie is being shot in Atlanta. So it's not as if she's going to be like out of town for 10 days. She'll just be working on set for 10 days. I mean, you're going to come home at night, hopefully. Ralph then say, you're, Ralph said, now you're booked and busy. But I've always been busy, okay? And I can step up a little bit or whatever. I can step up as much as I can. But in 2023, it's gonna be a tough year. I said, you don't say. Like, did Ralph already know he was gonna work through? Because to say it's gonna be tough for this year for us. Because I can only do so much, okay? And when Drew brings up, Todd be daddy daycare, this fool said, I'm not Todd. I'm not daddy daycare, okay? Todd don't travel as much as I do, okay? And now I'm gonna be traveling a whole lot more. I'm like, what is Ralph traveling for? Ralph said he wrote a book. What a book at? I don't understand what Ralph does. And the sad part is I don't think Drew know what Ralph does. For instance, I don't know exactly what my mama or my sister do at work. However, it ain't my job to know. I know where they work, and I know that, you know what I'm saying, it's like government stuff. I don't need the details, but my daddy knew what my mama did. I feel like as a husband and wife, you should know, like, what does working in tech, saying Rob works in tech is like saying the letters of the alphabet are alphabets. They don't tell me shit. It just tells me that the alphabets, but what does it mean? Okay, it's just weird. Now, in Truth Confessional, she, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't think, Ralph, because no, producers asked her if she feels like Ralph did anything, you know what I'm saying, a little sketchy in Vegas. She says, no, I don't think he did anything sketchy in Vegas. You know what I'm saying, but I do feel like our marriage is not on solid ground. When you start saying that after we've seen for the past 3 seasons a bunch of bullcrap between y'all, I feel like Drew know the marriage ain't good, and she literally holding on for dear life. On to Kenya, Kandi, and Shamia. I also want to say this about Bravo and the Housewives. Bravo is stupid for them not building the show around Kandi and her friends. Because if you watch social media, Kandi is hanging around with all the people in Atlanta, and Bravo not following it. And you're around here, you're boring us with Sheree and them. I feel like you really need to Kandi her own show, because Kandi has such an ensemble cast of friends. It would just be entertaining, because the show wouldn't really be just Kandi. It'd literally be Kandi and the gang. Now, Kandi also announced on her Speak On It tonight, on her Speak On It, that Kandi and the gang will be back. Now, she didn't say where. We don't know if Bravo has now approved. Bravo may have approved the show because everybody around here need reality TV because of the strike. So I wonder if another, either Bravo or another station picked it up because it's a reality show. So, and they need those right now. But Kandi announced on her Speak On It that yes, Kandi and the gang will be back for a season 2. She just did not give any details. Anyway, I get all off track. Shamia and Kandi meet up with Kenya at King's house to chit chat or whatever. Little fun. I like Shamia as a friend of. I don't need Shamia as a peach holder, but Shamia as a friend of, it was cute. Okay. Now, Kenya tells them how she's considering having another baby. Now, as soon as she said that, Kenny said, and who's gonna be the daddy? That's friendship. That mean, girl, who, what? And now Kenya explained, well, it would be Mark. That when Kenya and Mark went through IVF and all of that to get Brooklyn, they froze eggs, of course. And in the paperwork you have to do for that, they have to ask, well, who will be the person that controls what happens to the eggs that we also have here? Because only one person can be listed as like the controller of the rules of, the eggs or whatever. And King said it was me. And Shamia said, you were smart. That was smart. That was the best thing to do. Because again, Mark, men can have babies forever. We have a time clock on our body. So the fact that she went through egg retrieval to even get eggs, like, she should have final say. And so I was like, that's a good thing or whatever. But Kenya, like, I just don't know how I'm gonna feel about getting surrogate or whatever. Now, at this point in time, Shamia had a surrogate pregnant with her husband's child, and she's actually using the same woman who was Candy's surrogate with Blaze, Shadina, back 3 or 4 years ago. And it's kind of cute, you know what I'm saying? Girl, she gonna birth Kenya baby too, girl. Shadina made her rounds. Anyway, Kenya asked a great question, like, like, what I feel like jealous, like having someone else care for me or whatever, like, would it be weird? And Kenya said, no, like, you have to get yourself in the mindset that that's what you're doing. not caring what anybody else say. And once the baby get here, it's fine. You're gonna be happy or whatever. But also won't matter because like once your surrogate goes into labor, like you get checked in the hospital just like they do. Like you're there the whole time, and once the baby's born, like they immediately give you the baby to do skin to skin bonding. Meaning it's not as if the surrogate has the baby, you not there, you know, no. The surrogate is there, yes, birthing the child, but once baby pops out, mama, here you go. Or daddy. Parents, here you go. Okay. Fine. And you have to, that's gonna happen. So Shamia was like, what you tell Mark, what you tell Mark that you're gonna do that. And he's like, I think I would have to. I mean, look, I do think she would have to tell Mark. I get that. At the same time, I don't want her to have to tell because he just puts her through so much BS or whatever. I feel like send him a telegram, and if he don't open it, that's on him. Okay, I'm just saying. Now, Kandi said, "Well, what if he says no? Like, what if you tell him about it and he like does not give you his blessing? Like, would you still do it anyway?" Now, she didn't answer, but she said, "You better." You absolutely should. I do feel like if the agreement was any embryos or eggs that we have, in the freezer, if something happens to us, if we break up, who has the right to do whatever, meaning create more babies or whatever? And it was Kenya. I feel like Mark trying to now say no to me would not matter. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do. I'm not asking your permission. Okay. So they then get into the conversation of Sheree's birthday dinner. Okay. Now, the fact that Sheree had a whole birthday dinner that filmed with like some of the cast and it did not make the show, to me shows what? Why have a whole birthday party, invite most of the cast, and not have a film? That was so rumbly that be. Anyway, we see a flashback of not Sheree, of Sanya talking to Kenya 4 days prior, telling her how at the birthday party dinner, the bill came to like $1,500, and how people were surprised that Martell did not pay for Sheree's birthday dinner. And how he asked the females there to pay him via Cash App. And they said he ended up like not paying. I say, Martell, how did you? First of all, in that realm of people, $1,500 should not be a lot of money to them. I'm not gonna pay $1,500 for my friends. Well, I might. But I'm just saying, like Martell as Sheree's fake boyfriend, I can't believe they didn't agree to have him pay, and then Sheree would just pay him back. Okay, that's what's gonna happen or whatever. But they're like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. That's kind of crazy. And Kandi, like, I can't believe that she didn't invite me. She did not invite me, but she invited Sanya and Marlo and Sanya. Wait, she invited Sanya, Marlo, Cynthia, and Courtney, but did not invite. I said, well, I agree because Sheree loves saying how her and Kandi cool or whatever. But you had a whole birthday dinner and did not invite Kandi, but invited Courtney. I was like, what the fuck is that? That's weird for me. Okay. And I'm like, again, it was, and then the fact that the following scene is Sheree in a goddamn on doggy store washing her dog. I said, so we did not get Sheree's birthday party dinner, but Sheree in the dang on doggy section where dogs are welcome, for her Martell. It's ridiculous. Okay, and the fact that it was a phone call between her and Martell is also crazy too. Now, first of all, also let's touch on this. I have not reviewed the show in the past couple episodes. Sheree got her titties done. Now, I tweeted about this last week. Sheree got her boobs done before the Portugal trip. Now, Sheree was the one fussing about how she's having these issues with her fibroids and how she needed surgery. But she said, I do not want to get surgery. I don't want that to deal with I don't want that to deal with the recovery time, which is about 6 weeks. And so I will try anything like holistic, but I don't want, but then went and got titties. Sheree literally put her titties over her ovaries. She chose to get her boobs fixed and not fix her girl. How? How do you now? She said her breast implants were old, they were encapsulated, so they had to be replaced. They got hard. Your fibroids are girl. Straight full of shit. Okay. And I also like we see her right there talking on the phone, and I guess come in town or whatever. And when she brought up how, Martell is a great partner, like my dog is a great partner, whatever. I like that production is showing all the times she's praising Martell, because at the reunion, I would be like, girl, you praised that man all season. He played you out there fucking all the other exes. Because you played yourself trying to play with Martell on the damn show. Okay? It's just stupid. And then when they ask her, oh, what gift did Martell get you? Oh, he got me a Alexander McQueen handbag. You know what I'm saying? Like because he usually don't be buying expensive high-end brands and labels. I was like, I think you're lying. I don't think he bought your purse. I don't. Martell, Sheree Martell is a fairy tale made up in Carlos King's mind. Okay, it's a story to plot line. We don't believe it at all. Because even her saying, we've been like enjoying each other for like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lie. It's a lot of things. It's complicated or whatever. Girl, no, it's a lie from the pits of liation. Okay. Anyway, next up we see Kandi and Todd is having the table read for the movie The Past. First of all, it's also crazy that currently there's, the strike with the writers and the actors. So, they can't talk about any products or any movies or anything they have coming up. But Kandi's still able to promote The Past, which is Todd's movie, because they're filming it while the girl. So it's smart. It's smart. It's making folks I'm not saying Kandi playing that way, but how lucky it is that a movie she's doing, her and Todd, that is still being talked about and promoted because of this show. Okay, promotion, production, period. You know what I mean? Now she brings up how things have been awkward between her and Drew. Since Drew, I didn't go over it. The whole thing of Drew's calling Kandi a liar. Can't nobody tell me that Drew did not kiss LaToya. She just don't want to admit it. Okay? And I don't think Kandi lied. Kandi don't lie. That's the one thing about anybody who know the show or have watched over the years. Everyone has always said Kandi don't lie. Like she won't like anyway. That's just not what she is. So I don't think Kandi lying. I think Drew is. So since they had that whole, debate argument and a little bit of falling out over Drew saying Kandi's a liar, that Kandi was trying to produce drama for this movie when the kids happened to, girl, the fuck out of here. But again, they still booked Drew to be the lead role in this movie. She plays a wife who gets turned out by a female and stuff. Okay, we see Shamia is also in it. Mangetta is in it as well. It seemed nice. Okay, now Kandi bring up how, look, I'm gonna move on or whatever. It's awkward, but I don't really care, whatever. You know what I'm saying? My only issue was Drew calling me a liar. And then Drew said, Kandi ain't said sorry, but I'm just gonna move on. I'm gonna just move on. And it was cute. I can't wait to see the movie. We don't know where it's coming out. Like, is it BT Plus? Is it Paramount? Is it Zeus? We don't know. But they can't tell us because, again, they can't promote. So I don't know when or where the movie's coming from. Okay? It was cute. Drew had this mental health retreats. And I was like, I guess so. Now, the fact that look, if anybody watched Zeus, if anybody watched Jocelyn's Cabaret, that's the same house Jocelyn rented when the show was airing the Atlanta cast. That's the house that Jocelyn and them was rounding in. That's where we met Big Lex. That's where we met, all them girls. Okay. I'm gonna need y'all to find another house to rent to have events at, because y'all know Martell also rented his house when he had that wine tasting stuff in Atlanta with the guys. Like I think it was maybe it was 2 seasons, either last season or 2 seasons ago. But I'm like, this house will always be that one that Johnson rented for the, because she would act like, oh, this is my house. It's not. It's a rented house to film in, which means no one lives here. So everyone's renting it. Okay. But I'm like, girl, just sage the place just in case it's the remnants of that. But that's the same house. Now we see some weirdness come in, okay? Ralph and Drew being weird. Because of date night, they kind of, was mad at each other, or Ralph was mad at her. So Ralph came late for one. And when Ralph came in late, it was like Aaron was behind him or whatever. And then Drew went and spoke to Aaron first and did not speak to Ralph. Ralph did not speak to Drew. Ralph then went and hugged everybody else except Drew. Everyone else. It was so weird. I'm like, what? Again, it's seeing these small little anecdotes of this breakage of the marriage. I'm like, it's so unfortunate. It's sad, really. But I feel like we saw it coming from their first season. We kept on saying, Drew, you still with that man? I guess so. I mean, it's weird. I wouldn't be with him. He gets on my nerves. And the weird thing is, it wasn't that when I watched, it looked like Ralph came late, yes. At the same time that Ralph was walking up, that Drew was, I guess, saying hi to Ross, and then she saw Ralph, and it was just a weirdness of like them just not talk. I was like, I was confused, because I was like, I think he should have noticed. She just didn't see him first, but I think once she saw him and went to speak, he then walked away and started hugging and saying hi to everyone else. It was, girl, a bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. Now, at one point, we see the guys outside. I forgot to put this on, but I'm adding right here. And the men are outside talking because everybody's at this mental health retreat. They're all in all white, trying to be, white and calm and cool or whatever. And we see Ross and Heath. Heath is Manyetta's husband. And they're asking him about the whole court thing. Drew and Ralph was in court with that lady who was suing them for $1,000. Now, I still feel like going to court over $1,000 was stupid. It didn't make any sense to me, but it's not, my cross to bear. Okay. And the fact that they like, so what happened with the lawsuit? Like, what happened? What y'all do? And he's, it's kind of crazy. And saying the girl came round here and whatever, and then she's suing us. And I was like, well, but it was only $1,000. I think the thing people were, I'm trying to find a picture of the court case, because I'm like, why y'all pay somebody to come around like Sheree did with a camera crew? Can I save it? Oh Lord. Because they was outside. Oh, there you go. They were outside the courthouse. And I was like, why? I was like, what is y'all doing? What's going on? Why are y'all outside with all this light or whatever? But, his point was, Ralph said, it's crazy, people come to your house and then they think they can just sue you. And I don't know why they do that or whatever. And so he then said, well, y'all be catching hell with them assistants. Y'all probably stop letting people in your house. And Ralph said, I don't want anyone in our house. I was like, you don't say. Because he wants to be free of his wife. He does. Okay. Now, the actual retreat, it was really kind of cool. So we know her sister they call her, it's called mental mishaps, and she dealt with mental health issues. She was put in a psych ward for 19 days after having a few mental mishaps due to her anxiety. And so she's like, this retreat is really something we can discuss what helped me, what helped save my life. And it can help, hopefully help y'all. And so I want to share my, it was a really touching experience or whatever, because she brought up how not a lot of people discuss mental health and being mentally okay. And so she wants to make sure that she shares her story so others can realize, hey, do not stress yourself so much that you end up in a psych ward. You know what I'm saying? Because folks assume that you're, can control things or whatever, okay? So they do a couple different things. It was some girl, when they went and did some working out, and they said, oh, this is like dropping with Drew. Honey, when Marlo said, let's pull up Drew website, girl, I put up to drop it with Drew. No. If you go to the website, to www.dropwithdrew.com, it is no longer there. But I told y'all that last week when they was fussing on social media. And I said, hey, they don't drop it with Drew does not exist anymore. That's sad. I think she should stop saying that. You don't have there's no more drop it with Drew. Okay, I'm just saying, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. Okay. Now they did some meditation, some quietness, and speaking softly and figuring things out. And Sheree, like this was what my trip was supposed to be. So I'm going, I'm happy I was able to influence this. I'm like, ma'am, this is different. You went there talking about you want to heal and be healthy for your fibroids after getting your titties done. Okay, this lady right here is literally having healing conversations for real reasons. I'm Sheree and saying Marlo said it's stinking there because they probably sweating. Marlo, shut up. Kandi brought up how she felt like she really did need the retreat because she's been going through a whole lot. Okay, her blood pressure been high. She's been stressing, drama with her group Escape, her friends saying how she's not there for them or whatever. The movie impression. She's like, I have a whole lot going on. So just being here in this relaxing, calming, it's grace. It's what Sheree could not do. Now we then see they all have dinner. And Drew was there too, but I didn't get a photo of Drew, but it doesn't really matter. Now Cynthia, who was back as a friend, was asking all the right questions. You know, we need Cynthia's. We do. We really, really do. I love it. Okay. And so at the dinner, Drew said, how ladies, I was like, the trip from Portugal the trip to Portugal, I was having a very vulnerable moment, you know what I'm saying? But I did not feel safe to open up to y'all. So I left and ran away from the table. And Sheree said how you was very sensitive, whatever I'm saying. You explained about the little lawsuit that we did not know about. So what happened in court? Now, Drew first said the issue was being handled by her attorney. I then think she said that she was her attorney. We then seen this little, video of Drew. Honey, I'm like, why are they all in black? They went to court for this $1,000 situation. She's talking to, I don't know, somebody with a Ring camera. Girl in the hallway. Girl, miss me with the bullshit. Okay. Anyway, but she, it was kind of crazy, whatever. Marla said, did you win? And Drew said, well, they'll get a verdict in 30 days. I'm like, what? What trial of $1,000 fee takes 30 days for it? Girl, I said, girl, okay. Now, Cynthia's like, what happened now? I didn't know about that. What lawsuit? What happened? Now, we then see, Drew telling the ladies while, Ralph is outside talking to the guys. She explains, this girl reached out to us, asked if she can come cook for us to see if we could hire her as a chef. The girl came. However, she came with food and pans the food had hair in it. So we was like, nah, you can't be our chef. No, ma'am. No. She said the girl then asked if there were any other jobs they had open that she could apply for. I'm like, first of all, Drew and Ralph are not a corporation. Like, it's the weirdest shit. Like I'm saying. But Drew and them said, well, yeah, we also needed a nanny. I'm like, who? What? How does someone reach out to you to be the cook, the chef, and they have hair in the food, and they then apply to be your nanny? So they like interviewed her, or they let her come to try out to be the nanny. She said a girl came in, got to play the food, you know, saying, was eating or whatever, but she just was not interacting with my kids. So it was like, no, you can't be nanny. She said then like a little later, you know, saying she sent us an invoice for $1,000. Now the way Drew explains it, it do sound like the girl trying to play them. But when she said, later she sent us an invoice for $1,000 or whatever, it was like, no, we kept ignoring it, and then a year later, the sheriff showed up with a lawsuit for $10,000. Now everyone's like 10,000. So what's 1,000? When production put up Drew's lawsuit documents, and you see the $1,000 is listed, I was like, girl, Drew, why you lie on camera? Drew should make shirts that say Drew be lying. Because Drew be lying. Drew be lying on camera. Girl, you're on camera. And these are legal girl. Not you sitting on camera, the girl trying to sue for 10,000, but the court legal lawsuit document says 1,000. Girl, you missing a zero. Drew be lying. Point blank, period. God, okay. So while talking, Kenya brings up Sheree's birthday dinner. Okay, now I remember seeing the photos that Sheree posted for her birthday. Now, the fact that we now know it was really an impromptu, quickly planned birthday party. But Sheree said, I had a little birthday, a few friends who I've known for over 30 years. He was like, say what now? Because who? Because Sanya, Marlo, Cynthia, and Courtney are not people you've known for over 30 years. Not at all. Okay. And then, again, these are the photos from back in January. Okay. When Sheree got her titties done. And when we looked at these photos that I said then, Sheree got her titties done. Okay. But again, Sheree literally invited people from the show. Okay, from the show. These are people who were filming then. She invited Martell and Courtney. Okay. And you invited people. The fact that this was not shown on the show, I'm like, sure, how boring are you? Now, the only people who are there who aren't people from the show is them three white, those three people on the side of the table. Sheree, what girl? The three females on the side where Cynthia's sitting, maybe the only people that Sheree's known for over 30 years. Okay, because miss me with the bullshit. And I said that I'm like, Sheree out here filming with people who she's on the show for, but this was not filmed for the show at the all and whatever. So this is the birthday that they're all referencing. Okay, now Drew was like, I guess my invite was lost in the mail. Okay, and Ken said, girl, mine too. I guess both are lost in the mail. Sheree then said, well, no, I'm saying Ralph just told me that y'all baby got sick. I'm like, but Sheree, was the baby sick at the party time? If he just told you that, whatever. And she said, Kandi, Kandi gonna be showing up for the group thing. I knew she wouldn't come for my birthday. And Kandi said, first of all, you could have asked me. That's not true. I was at home. I'm surprised you didn't even text and ask me. You know what I'm saying? I was home tonight and I would have showed up. Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. I just didn't think you'll come. I'm so sorry. So at least Sheree said sorry. But girl, BS. Sheree wanted people at that party who she thought she could convince to support her some kind of way. B of the S. Okay, B of the S. Anyway. Now, Cynthia brought up how it was a last minute party at Noble and she was happy to be invited. I'm like, how did you text Cynthia, Marlo, Courtney, and Sanya, but did not text Drew or Kandi, even for them to say no? Because Cynthia even said it was a last minute thing. Girl, straight full of shit. Okay. Cynthia didn't ask about the rumors that like the cast is like split or whatever. And Kandi said, yeah, Monietta was the one who told us how she felt like Sheree, Marlo, and Sanya was in some kind of alliance with Courtney. And Monietta brings up how Courtney was trying to fight to be sure we knew that she knew Sheree from before, but not from before, okay? And she then brings up how Courtney actually referred to her cousin Drew as a bitch. I didn't say that. I didn't call Drew no bitch. And so Sanya, Marlo, and first said, I don't remember that. Roll the footage. Girl, production showed Courtney referring to Drew as a bitch while Sanya was standing right there. Girl, y'all do know y'all be on camera. Courtney thinks, I never called you a bitch. I don't even use that word. Then she said bitch to Monietta. They're like, bitch, you just said it. Right, girl. Stupid. Stupidity. I feel like this was supposed to be the season ending episode. This was supposed to be the season ending event. What we're gonna see, I think it's like 2 episodes left. It's all because Drew and Ralph, filed for divorce and they opened the cameras back up. Okay. Now they all go outside and take a picture. Sanya had a shirt on her little hoodie that said I'm pregnant, and she had them snap the picture, and then she sent the picture to the ladies, and you're pregnant, girl. It was stupid. It was dumb. But again, that's why I said this looks like it was supposed to be the season finale with all them hugging and congratulating Sanya being pregnant and all this stuff. So, yes. Now, the end, we see Drew talking to her doctor, her therapist, or whatever that dude. I think she's been seeing him for a couple of years now. We're probably since she won the show. Basically, Drew and Ralph been married for 8 years. You know what I'm saying? This is their 3rd season. We've seen the red flags since their 1st season. And she's talking to the therapist, and she's basically saying, like, I'm in counseling. I'm trying to fix it. Ralph and me got into a little argument from date night from 4-5 days ago, whatever. Things ain't all that good. And, I'm trying to fix my marriage, but I can only do so much if he's not willing to, fix it too. You know what I'm saying? And I did not get ready to get divorced. So I'm trying, but at what point will it get better and he'll fight too? And the doctor said, do you feel like Ralph doesn't care about your feelings? She's like, I do, and I'm worried about our marriage. And she was crying, you know what I'm saying? And the doctor said, you have to be good for yourself, for you and the kids, you know what I'm saying? And will enough be enough. Girl, the fact that we know Drew and Ralph both filed for divorce, I'm like, girl, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Leave it be. Okay, and that's how the episode ends. Again, I believe there are 2 more episodes, and then there'll be a little break for the holiday in September, and then the reunion starts. So we shall see, but y'all know what it is. Please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure to watch my channel for my other reviews. I did review Love during lockup. I will probably be live tonight, Monday night, for a Gather Chat tonight. If not tonight, I will for sure be live on Tuesday night. But y'all know, start checking my channels for premiere videos because I'm not always live. I'm putting up premiere stuff now, so check out my content. Again, like the video, comment in the comment section, share the video, subscribe to my channel. I'm on JayBirds. Guys, 4 o'clock in the morning. And then also follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. I gotta go. I love you all. Bye.